Good morning. This is Jason Selvog calling from the Stearns County Soil and Water Conservation District with your conservation report. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about pollinator habitat and in particular bee habitat. As farmers take to the fields this spring for spring planting, the Minnesota Corn Growers Association and the University of Minnesota Bee Lab are reminding farmers to keep their farms as bee-friendly as possible. Both the Corn Growers Association and the Bee Lab recommend the following while planting. Minimize dust. Follow planter manufacturer instructions when using treated seed to minimize abrasion. When possible, use deflector equipment to direct exhaust towards the ground. Dawn or dusk. Apply pesticides near bee colonies at dawn or dusk, when bees are not flying. Prevent drift. Spot spray pests when possible and prevent drift during application. Follow federal guidelines found on insecticide labels and do not allow insecticides to drift onto flowering plants. Low toxicity. When possible, use pesticide formulations with low toxicity to pollinators, particularly bees. According to Marla Spivak, extension entomologist with the University of Minnesota's Bee Lab, honeybees forage 3 miles or more on average around their colony every day when temperatures are above 55 degrees. It is important for beekeepers and farmers to have an open line of communication about the insecticide use. Spivak said beekeepers cannot move their bees or close them up to prevent exposure to pesticides, so it is important for applicators to follow the label and not apply bee-toxic insecticides or allow them to drift onto flowers while bees and other pollinators are foraging for the day. The Minnesota Corn Growers Association and the Bee Lab also suggest taking the following steps to make your farm a more pollinator-friendly. Floral resources. Plant abundant, diverse, and appealing floral resources in areas in the area around your farm, and keep those flowers from pesticide drift and contamination. Examples include forbs, shrubs, and blooming trees. Use small and large spaces in the farm landscape to create habitat. Plant diversity. Add pollinator-friendly plants along buffers near waterways, fallow fields, set-aside acres, field and road borders, ditches, and wetlands. Interseeding. To increase species diversity, introduce pollinator-friendly plants to existing stands of grass. Group individual flowers together to provide easier and more efficient access for the bees. And then finally, I'm going to comment, got a couple pollinator facts that you may not know about. Annual value of honeybee pollination in the U.S. agriculture is between $14 and $19 billion. Bees can fly about 7 miles an hour and have to beat their wings about 190 times per second to do this. Nearly 75% of the world's crops require pollination. Male bees cannot sting. There is only one queen per hive. The queen lives 2 to 3 years as opposed to the worker bees, which only live 6 to 8 weeks. Honeybees, like their name implies, are the only insect that make honey. Bumblebees make a honey-like substance, but it tastes nothing like the sweet honey that we know. And also, and finally, honeybees never sleep. Also, I wanted to let the listeners know that there are several programs available to install pollinator habitat on your property. If you're interested in installing pollinator habitat, give our office a call and we can help you with that. Phone number here is 320-251-7800, extension 3. This has been Jason Selvog with the Stearns County Soil and Water Conservation District with your conservation report. Have a great day.